Hey, welcome to 175, a channel dedicated to clear thinking, clean thinking, and of course, common sense. We're going to be talking today about John Crist and his confession this week. The Christian comedian, very popular young man, confessed that he has acted inappropriately toward women, and there have been several that have come forward saying that he had been drinking alcohol, trying to grope different women, etc. And John Crist just said he sinned against God and sinned against all these people, had a lot of people to ask for forgiveness. Well, my opinion is that the only way to really prevent that kind of thing, if you travel a lot or you go to places you're not known well, or, well, even if you're in your own hometown, and that is to have a vibrant relationship with Jesus. No amount of accountability, no amount of phone calls to brothers who are trying to hold you accountable, etc., will suffice for a relationship with Jesus. Now, what is a relationship with Jesus? Well, there's the prayer part where you talk to Jesus all the time, confess, the Acts thing, adore, confess, be thankful, and of course supplicate, that is petition God for the needs in your life. You can do that. You can obviously read Christian books and of course the Bible, starting perhaps with 1 John and moving on to the Gospel of John if you're brand new to it. Or there's also the relationship part where you just understand that he has you on a mission. Now, you heard that right. Believe it or not, you are a missionary. If you're a believer in Jesus, you have a mission in life, and that is to share your faith. It's my contention that the things that John Crist and many other leaders have dealt with would not have happened if they would have understood their mission in life. That is, that we are to be sharing our faith all the time. When you're out and about and looking for different people to share, when you're aware of different folks, when you're wondering what their story is and trying hard how to put your own testimony in there and know some sort of preparation of sharing the gospel, like 1 Peter 3:15 says, be prepared to give the reason for the hope that you have, if anyone should ask, and do so with gentleness and respect. Well, then I think you have a different outlook on life, and temptation goes whizzing right by because you are on a mission. It's when you get tired and when you're out there all by yourself and no one knows who you are, and in fact you start just kind of being lazy in faith, that's when trouble usually comes forth. Now, as far as I'm concerned, accountability is a myth. It really does come down to the individual. It's the individual responsibility to make sure that they are vibrant, and when they're not, they need to change things so that they are. Join a small group, engage some sort of ministry, serve somewhere where you're needed, and things like that. As far as forgiveness goes, I sure hope the Christian church rallies around Mr. Crist. If it's true that he's repentant and he's going, as I understand it, going towards a whole bunch of different counseling things for this little thing that I guess has been a part of his life for quite a while, then I sure hope that the Christian church can forgive him and let him go, even though in 2019 he has canceled all his tour dates. I do hope he comes back in 2020 and the church can let him go on making people laugh, because he really is a talent. It'd be a shame to lose that. I'm kind of irritated with the whole forgiveness thing anyway, because the fact is all sorts of people make all sorts of errors and mistakes. As long as they are repentant, my Bible says we're to forgive them 7 times 70. So, Mr. Crist, this may be number 490 for you. I don't know, but I sure hope that you, if you're listening, you will come back in full force. Start your show off with an apology to all who are listening, and then continue on making people laugh and think highly about some of the Christian weirdness that we put out there. He really is good at the satire side of life. Anyway, that's all for 175, an attempt to explain controversial things in 175 seconds or less once we start teaching. And we hope that you will subscribe so that you can get updates for the next controversial thing that we're going to address. Take care. God bless.